Hey everybody, it's Matthew Reinhart. Welcome back to art class. Here we are. We got all our supplies everywhere, and we're here. We're gonna make something really cool today because, well, it's actually inspired. Today's art class is inspired by one of my favorite holidays all year long. Can you guess what it is? Christmas? No? Halloween? No? My favorite holiday that everybody I know, it's their favorite holiday too, is, well, birthday. In particular, my birthday. So let's get started, okay? So what do we need for this art class today? Well, we're gonna need a box. So you can use any kind of box that you got. I just picked one out that I found in the recycling. So you can use any size. So you need a box that has all the flaps on the lid, because we're gonna close that. So so we got a box. You can use a shoe box. You could use a cereal box. You could use all kinds of different boxes. It doesn't really matter, but we're going to use just a regular old box that we got from shipping. We're going to need wrapping paper. So if you got some wrapping paper, a ruler. We're going to use some cardstock like this. Okay, just one or two pieces is all we need. Of course, what do we always need when we make our crafts? Tape. So there's a couple different types of tape that we're going to need. We're going to need some packing tape. Okay, so that's going to go on the outside of our box. So if you got, even if it's a brown colored packing tape, that's okay. But I have clear colored packing tape, and we're going to use that. Oops! Don't you hate that when the packing tape doesn't? I'm just going to make it do that at the end so I don't lose the edge. We're also going to use some regular old Scotch tape or regular old clear transparent tape as well. So we're gonna need that. Let's see what else. Oh, we don't need glue, so get out of here, glue. We are gonna probably use markers or colored pencils or crayons, whatever you like to draw with and color with. Maybe we'll need some black markers, just a couple of Sharpies like this. Maybe one. That's all. I always have more than I'm supposed to have. Did I say ruler? We need a ruler. And let's see. Oh, we always need scissors, don't we? So just a pair of scissors. And hey, let's get started. We're going to take our box here. See, it's nothing in there. Ooh. We're going to take our box and we are going to close the lid like this. All right? And what we're going to do is we're going to tape it shut. So we're going to have a totally closed box to start. Going to tape it using some packing tape. I think I'm just going to tape it right there for now. We're just going to close it shut for a little bit. Okay, we may open it back up. All right, so this is the top. You know what I'm going to do just in case? Because we're not going to see anything. I'm just going to put on here top. Okay, so we need the pop. So if this is the top and this is the bottom, we need to go to the sides, and from the top, we are going to measure. Where's our ruler here? Oh, see, I'm knocking my camera and doing all kinds of. We're going to use a ruler, and we're going to measure from the top. See, that's the top. We're going to measure from the top, about 1.5 inches. And we can get a pencil or something like that, or use our marker. We're just going to mark on every side. We're going to mark 1.5 inches. Okay? I'm just going to write on there. Let's see it with the marker because you can see it really well when I do it with the marker. There we go. 1.5 inches. See that? Okay, so let's do that on every side, on each one of these corners. So now we have marked across all 4 sides of our box 1.5 from the top, 1.5 inches from the top. All right? And if you need a little time to catch up, pause the video so that you can catch up to me. All right? So we've done this. We've marked that. Let's pick a side. I'm going to pick this side here. And for this side, we are going to just outline the edges like this. And you can use a ruler if you want so you don't mess up. because I do. Oh man, do I ever. I always mess up, so I need my ruler to keep me going that straight line. So we're just going to mark it along these edges here. So it's kind of making a rectangle on this one side. See how I did that? So one side has rectangles, but the other side just has one line. And see, what we're going to do is we're going to write ourselves a little note right on this side in this thing. We're going to write a note that says, do not cut here. Now you don't have to write yourself that note, but I am, because I sometimes need help remembering. And we are not going to cut there. All right. So now you know what we're going to do? We are going to start cutting off along this black line here, this black line here, this black line here, this black. Wait a minute. We can't cut here, but we're going to follow here, 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 and here, and cut off this lid. All right. You ready to get started? Okay. So I've got some scissors. And I'm going to actually, if you're close to here, see there's a little hole there? If you have to poke in your scissors just a little bit, you can get in. Now we're going to start cutting this along this line. Now remember, we're not supposed to cut there, right? But we can cut this way. We're just going to cut along this one. This is the only side where we're not going to cut along that one line. Just like that. Sometimes it's a little hard, and if you need help cutting with these scissors, be sure to get somebody who's better at cutting in your house. All right? All right. Now we're going to do something with our scissors here. It's a little different than what we usually do. We're going to hold our scissors kind of like this. See how it's like the sharp edge up? We're going to put our scissors down, or excuse me, our ruler down here. And we're just going to rub this edge. Don't be careful you don't cut yourself. We're just going to rub it here. And see, I'm just kind of scratching where that line is. I'm not cutting it all the way through. I'm just scratching it. See how I scratched it? See how it's kind of, I scratched in some of the paper there, the cardboard? All right, now that I've scratched it in, it's going to be easier to fold. Let's watch along that line. See how it folded real nice? What we did was we scored it. We're scoring it with that edge of the scissors there to make it easier for this cardboard to fold right there along that line. So that's what we want. So we had this with our box, right? Now we're going to fold it just like that. See how that is? Now let's take some of our regular transparent tape, Scotch tape, whatever. Scotch tape is the best, right? And we're just going to tape this down. Scotch tape, like, tape is magic, if you really think about it, what it does. Because it connects things that weren't previously connected. And you can make all kinds of art with it. I love tape. I use it so much in what I do. My nephew George, he goes through so much tape, it's not even funny. He'll tape everything together. So we're taping this edge using just some transparent tape. We're taping that down. So now we have a box with a little lip. So that is part of that's the lower part. That's where we can put a present in here, inside of the box. And this is going to be the lid. Let's fix the lid now. So now we're going to strengthen this lid because see, look, it's kind of floppy. We need to kind of strengthen it. And what we're going to do is I think we'll use some of our packing tape. I could sit here like this forever looking for the edge of the packing tape. Look at that. I can't, do you see? I just don't. No, there it is. So we're going to take the end of this packing tape and we're going to strengthen this box because it's a little loose. So I'm just going to add some on the inside here, tape it down to keep it from being so, so wobbly. It's not really taped together very well. Oh, here we go. See, you're gonna watch me keep losing the end of the tape. See, I'm just gonna do it kind of like that so I don't lose that end. And hey, tape, don't stick to anything. And we're just gonna tape this edge too, just to make sure these flaps here don't come up. I'm just making sure it's all secure. I think we need to fix this edge so it will accommodate the inside of the box. Let's fix it so, I'm gonna use some scissors, and I know I just sort of tape some stuff down, but we need to sort of make this a little wider. Sometimes we make mistakes and we have to just fix it. So here, look, I'm just fixing it. Now if yours accommodates it a little better, you don't have to do this. I'm kind of glad I made this mistake in front of you all so that you could see that sometimes things don't work right and you just have to fix it. So I'm just making it a little wider in there to make sure it will fit over the, that's nice. That's nice. So all I did was I'm just repositioning this a little bit. And then what do? I get some more packing tape and I tape it back down. You know, because sometimes when I'm working with people and when they make a mistake, they go, forget it. I'm just gonna, I don't like it anymore. I'm not doing this project anymore. Well, what's the point in that? Just fix it, right? It's okay if you make a mistake. It really is. You can always fix it. Just like I did. I just pulled it. That's what's so great about tape is if you don't like it, you can always cut off the tape or cut between it and reattach it. And it looks just as good. Wait, I threw my box. Why'd I do that? Oh yeah, I was pretending. All right, I love doing art class too. I've been thinking about this one for a while. This project, and I thought it'd be fun to share. All right, let's see here. So then we're gonna tape, let's tape this edge down. Oh, it's the top of the box. There we go, we're gonna tape it down over here. And then we're gonna tape it down on this side too, using our packing tape. All right, so we've got this and this, they're all ready. Now what do? The next step is we have to get wrapping. So use some wrapping paper, and I'm gonna wrap both of these. We're gonna wrap the outside of this box, okay? So the outside, and we're gonna wrap the outside of this box too. All right, so I'm gonna quickly go into time lapse. So let's take some cardstock. We need a piece of cardstock, and cardstock is a little bit stronger than regular paper. I would prefer you use this, or you could use, if you have a manila folder, you can use that sort of material. And what we're gonna do is we're going to make sure that our cardstock is as wide as our box here, this space from here to here. And let's look. We need it to be a little less. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mark it with our pencil. Hey, pencil. And we're gonna mark it kind of like that. That's how wide the pop-up needs to be to fit inside this box. In fact, might need a little bit more space, so right about there. Oh my God, that's so cool. All right, so now let's see, does it fit on that area? It fits. See if it could fit inside if we wanted it to. All right, and what we need to do, let's get the lid, because this is gonna go into the lid. This is the lid of our box. What we're gonna do is we're gonna stick it in here. See how it fits really nicely? And what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna fold it right down here. And we're gonna fold it. See, it should align with the bottom of this edge. Now, if you have a box that's really big, you're gonna have to make a bigger piece of cardstock, and you can glue them together, tape them together to make it all fit. But you need to fill this area with your cardstock, just like I've done here. And I'm gonna fold it going up, just along this edge. And the amount that you should have left, let's see, we got this edge, one side's bigger than the other. Look at that. One side is bigger than the other. I'm going to mark it with my pencil so you can see. And this edge here, this should be about, let's measure it and I'll tell you how wide it should probably be. It should be about 2 inches. Mine's a little bit bigger, but it should be about 2 inches. And if you want, I'll mark it here and we'll cut it. So this to here is 2 inches. And then we are going to do something called a layer. What we're going to do is we're going to take another piece of cardstock like this, and we're going to cut a rectangle out. I don't know, about this big. Make sure it's a rectangle, right? So that these sides are parallel to these sides. Mine's a little off, so let's do it. Let's fix it so that it's right. Doesn't matter how big it is. Now we're going to make very simple pop-ups, so don't worry. This isn't a big pop-up tutorial or anything like that. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this rectangle. Did you do it? You got this rectangle? Okay. We're going to tape this rectangle. This is the fold, the bottom part of our card. We're going to tape it down. We're going to make sure that this line is parallel to this one. And here's what we're going to do with this. We're going to cheat a little when we make this pop-up card. We're going to tape this down like this. We're not going to make any folds on this piece yet. We're going to tape it down on the top edge, just like this. See how I did that? I taped it down. And it's going to go across the fold line. We're going to tape it all along this edge. See what I did? So it's taped here and it's taped there. And you can just use regular transparent tape going across. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to fold it. And what I'm going to do when I fold it, I'm going to make sure I put my finger under it. See how I'm making it bow out? See how I'm doing that? See how I'm pushing it out like that? And I'm trying to close this. Make sure before you close it, don't close it like this. Put your finger underneath, like that. Now try to close it. Now try to close it. Now try to, see how it's bowing outward? Now watch, I'm just going to mash it. And I'm going to do the crease really well. Hey, I'm going to use my scissors. I'm going to make sure that that crease works really, really nice and sharp. Now watch, see, look what I did. I made a layer pop-up. Look at that. The rectangle turned into a pop-up. That's pretty cool, huh? I think we should add another one up there. Should we add another one? Yeah, let's do it. I mean, we are pop-up crazy, aren't we? So let's add a little rectangle up top. Now this time when we make this one, we're going to fold it long ways. Let's fold it just like this. We're going to fold it in half long ways. See how I did that? Let me mark that with my pencil because that fold. See, now you can see it a little bit better. Maybe you can't. I don't know. So we're going to add this layer to this one. We're doing this layer a little bit different. We're going to line up this fold line with this line right here. We can add layers, 2 layers. And then we're going to tape it down here. Some tape. This is what's so cool about layers is you can keep adding and keep adding and keep adding. There we go. Now look, watch. 2 layers. Oh my gosh. Now, when this is closed, let's pull back. When our pop-up box is closed, this will be hidden. So even though we can see it here, it doesn't matter when it closes. So now we can decorate this. We can add a message. So let's get to decorating. Okay, there we are. I made my card. Look at that. Oh, it's so cool. And it pops up. So it's just the layers, right? So we did 2 layers, right? Remember? And so if you want to learn more about making layer pop-ups, you can check out some of my other videos about how to make pop-ups, like in the pop-up masterclass or in pop-up class videos that I have, pop-up school. And there are different layer pops that you can learn how to make. But these are just 2 rectangles, right? And I glued some pieces on top, or taped them on rather, and then I decorated with some markers and metallic markers, even a little bit of glitter glue. Now remember, if you use glitter glue, you gotta let it dry before you close anything, right? So this is just a very simple pop-up card. See, it closes, but we can still see it, but we're not gonna see it when we put it inside our boxes. Okay, so let's get started. We're gonna add this actually to the top here. Right here, along here, we're gonna actually tape it to the top as a lid. So let's get started. We're going to use some of this packing tape. Oh, here we go. I'm never going to be able to find the edge. There we go. I got the edge. There we go. See, we're going to use a couple small pieces, and we're going to use some scissors to cut it. Come here, scissors. There we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually tape it going with sticky side up, and we're going to tape it on the underneath here. So I've taped it under this lip of the box. Let's use a little bit more. We're going to tape it underneath here. We can use a couple pieces. Tape this is again packing tape, or you could use clear transparent tape if you wanted to. So we have, and we probably have a little bit too much on that edge. If you want, you can cut it a little bit. It's probably a little bit too much. So there we go. I'm going to cut some of that off. There we go. So it's sticky side up. And what we're going to do is we're going to tape this down, and we're going to, this fold right here. Hey, where are you going? This fold here needs to go along this edge, right? We're going to close our pop-up card. And we're going to tape it down. We're going to lay this first down in place on that edge. And then we're going to open up our card, and we're going to press it down so that the tape underneath here tapes to the bottom of this side of the card. And if you have a little extra tape, see how I have a little extra tape on that edge? Just use your scissors and you can cut it off. I didn't cut enough of it. I'm just carefully cutting, just like that, that excess tape. Like that. Perfect. Pull it off. There we go. Oops. Don't forget that tape. All right, we got that tape out of the way. Now, let's close our card. This is going to be the lid. And what we're going to do is we're going to tape this edge down using some transparent tape. And what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 pieces of, you can use packing tape again, or a heavier tape. And we're going to make 2 inside-out sticky rolls. And that's going to get us in place. And you know what an inside-out sticky roll is? Well, I'll show you. It's not going to the Cinnabon, unfortunately. Let's see here. We take a piece of tape like this, and we make a roll. See how it's like a roll? And then on the outside, it's sticky, right? So it's inside-out sticky roll. Get it? And we're going to tape this piece on one side just like that, right there. And let's do this other. We're going to do one more piece. Hey, don't let it stick to itself. Okay. So this is the sticky side out. You've made a tape roll before. This is just a big one. We're going to tape it right there. So there's 2 inside-out sticky rolls. Ooh, sticky, sticky. All right, let's pull this over here. Let's pull out a little bit so we can see this a little bit better. Hopefully my mic won't get in the way. And we're going to make sure this tapes to this. We're just going to open up the card, and we're going to sort of line up. We're going to line up the top there. And we're going to tape it down. Sometimes I, oopsies, that tape. Well, we do want it to tape to the back of that. Just going to line this up just like this. There we go. See how it's lined up on the inside? And our card's open. I'm going to press it down. Ooh, that's good. Ooh, that's good. See how it does that? So now the lid is taped to the top of the card. But this is a little loose here. So let's take a little bit more. Let's use transparent tape because we don't want to see the back. All right, there we go. Our very own pop-up present box. Look at that. It's so cool because whoosh, it's a pop-up inside. And we can put a gift right in there. So there you have it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this art class as much as I did. Be sure to hit like and subscribe if you want to see more of these videos, and I can keep on doing them. Also, if you want to get notified whenever there's a new video, you can hit the bell down below, and you'll be instantly told when I get a new video up on the YouTubes. Hey, so I had so much fun. I keep shaking the camera because this is such a big box. And it's so cool. You can put all kinds of big surprises inside. So there we have it. A pop-up present box. You made it yourself here in art class with me, Matthew Reinhart. Hope you enjoy. Happy party time.